Hello, Actor Sage here on the Sage channel, and we're back in Subnautica because I have another base to show off. Now, this base isn't quite as expansive as my previous one, but it's a base I'm going to abandon because the game has recently updated. Now, I did abandon my old base because the game updated, and I'm abandoning this one because it's updated and apparently changed some of the worlds. Between the two updates, the first update, where I built this world in, added models for solar panels, which you can see on the right, and also some other machinery we'll see when we go inside of it, as well as, if we look over here, behind Mr. I like to spit these things out and poison big clouds around my base, this hub right here, which is a scanning room, which is really awesome, and usually has little drones parked on the sides here. Now, for some odd reason, my drones have gone missing. I had one that got killed, taken away, and then another one. Oh, I actually have one right here. I tried you just a minute ago and you didn't respond. Anyway, we're going to drown because I forgot to get oxygen. I was sitting there getting my recording started for too long. There we go. Anyway, let's first and foremost, we're going to go ahead and get in over here. This is where I started building this new base up. We'll admire the new solar panel models because I actually have a solar panel instead of just being a big rectangle, which is pretty damn cool. And we can even go ahead and mouse over them. It tells us they're charged. Pretty nice. Once we get inside here, and I got doors on either side because I found myself going back and forth quite a bit here. Dun, dun, dun. And we go over here. This was going to be our main storage room. So you'll actually see I have lots of storage containers. These are all empty at the moment. I was planning on building more and more. If we go through this tunnel into here, this is our main working area. And you'll actually see that we have a health kit thing here where you can pop it open, and every 20 minutes so it'll have another health pack in it. And you can see I've been stockpiling these for a while. Got some radio signals, some fiber mesh, and a lot of these big water tanks, because right behind us, if I can get out of this thing, we have two of these water filtration machines, which are just awesome. We only really needed one, but I quite like the idea of just having more and more large machines. And anyway, the big update which caused me to restart my world and build this base was called the Machine Update. The most recent one I don't think really had so much of a name, but it did actually, add some new creatures roaming the wastes, and I felt I should probably restart again. Anyway, in our storage here, you can see we have lots of quartz and other nice things. Yep, lots and lots of storage stuff. I've been going around the world collecting. I've actually explored pretty far out in this world. Not as far as I did in my previous one, but you can see, there we go, like the spheres thing there, and I think there's another one. I named it Koosh. There it is, Koosh over there, where I basically put these little beacons out so I could find my way around because I got sick of just floating around and being lost. No big farms outside either this time because I couldn't find I found the wreck that used to have the underwater farm thing, but it didn't appear to have it anymore, so it seems they've moved that. Didn't even find the floating island this time either, unfortunately. Also, over here, you might remember in my previous world, we had those little gray machines that were just sort of sitting out back behind my main base. Well, that is now this. They've taken the gray machine and turned it into a big, fully functional bioreactor that you put stuff inside and it churns it up in there. And last time I was playing, it didn't even have a graph for that, but if we go through our nice little tunnelway here, which is a pretty cool view, especially looking that way into the spinny satellite thing, and pop this door open, you'll actually be able to see that now they have a graphic on them. And so they actually fill up with stuff and swoosh about and make power that way. And I love the fact that it is a big, hefty machine. And we can actually look in here and it'll tell us what's in it. Pretty awesome, I think. Heading back this way, we now go through basically an underground path. In fact, if we were to go ahead and pop out of this door right here, you can see we did just go through this whole mountain area here. I managed to put these in and it basically automatically carves out its own way through everything. Not really anything here, yeah. So you can see we have our own little sort of heavily protected area here. And let's get back inside, and we'll actually go ahead and look inside that radio room now, or the scanning room, or whatever you want to bloody call it. Can't remember its own proper name. We can actually find it out really quickly using our building tool, though. Where are you? Scanner room. Yeah, there we go. I really thought it was just literally a scanner you put in the middle of a room, but when I tried to place it, it's like, oh, this is clearly not just something you put inside a room, given the big red thing. Anyway, this is a scanner room. It's pretty nifty. Can we click on this? Why aren't you letting me click on this? Control camera. Click, 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 click. We were just out there. We saw there was a camera. Camera 1. Anyway, the scanning room lets you, I did find the natural selection poster again, The scanning room lets you basically scan the area around itself, and you can even go ahead and insert upgrade modules here. So you can see I have scanner room range upgrades, so it can actually scan pretty far. And you can just build those right here, including actually camera drones, which I don't know why our one camera drone outside isn't registering. Maybe if we were to pop back out there and really quickly pick it up and drop it off again, it would wake up. Let's go ahead and see if that does it. It's possible it has batteries, but considering it looks like it should be in its dock cove, you'd kind of expect those to have recharged. So camera drone, and then we'll no battery. Dag nabbit. I'll just put you in the number 5 slot and select number 5, and then we hold R maybe to recharge, or do we just click? Can we click and drag you over it? No battery, controllable camera, quickest line slot. So it's in our slot. If it's in the slot, if we just left click it, right click it. Right. Well, we'll just leave it there. Maybe that'll wake it up. Because I figured, you'd pick it up, and then you'd have put it on your number 5 slot or whatever, and then, like everything else, if you want to replace a battery on it, like this thing here, I think it's just hold R to replace battery, so we'll hold R on it, and it's not replacing a battery. So that's very odd. Don't know why it's being so finicky. We can just try... Oops, missed our door. Once again, the control of it. If that doesn't work, so be it. Yep, so be it. We're moving on. Anyway, the scanner is pretty cool because you can be like, okay, search for quartz. And it'll scan, and you can also get speed upgrades for those. So yeah, speed upgrades, so it'll scan quicker. But you'll see on this 3D map, and it's actually a proper 3D model that sort of sits here, it'll actually show us any quartz it finds in the area. Yeah, like there, right there. And you can see it's showing up on my UI, because if we were to go into our inventory, I actually have a scanner room HUD chip that I've put into my suit. So now I can see what it sees. It just pings it up on my UI, which is pretty damn cool. And yeah, it's still scanning. It should find, yeah, 1 or 2 more. It's a shame you can't use this control stick right here to move it around, but alas, that's, well, how it is. Into here we have our Seamoth, and our Seamoth has been pretty well upgraded. You can see we have a Mark III pressure compensator, which is awesome, some storage, and of course a little bit more hull reinforcement. I originally, because I played the game in the past, went ahead and built like 3 Mark I pressure compensators, and found out that they don't stack. So I put all 3 in here, and it could still only go up to 200 or 300 meters under the water. So I was like, oh, great. Or maybe it's feet. Either way, I pulled all those out and managed to upgrade 1 after quite some time, so we could go a fair bit deeper down. You can also see that you can now actually tell the color of your ship in here. In the past when I was playing, it was, well, glitched out when we were in here, and you couldn't actually choose its color. It was just black. Well, you could choose the color, but you couldn't see it. Let's put it that way. Anyway, though, now you can just go ahead and do as you please. Name, interior, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. You also have your upgrade modules here as in the past. Not really too much new, I don't think. Yeah, it's really not so useful. Pretty cool. Also, I think if we were to look right there, yeah, pressure compensator. That's like the Mark I version. And believe it or not, to upgrade it, very oddly, we'll pop through this door real quick. You have to go over here, back through past this one that we were already by, all the way to this machine right here. You have to use a modification station to get the better Seamoth upgrades, and you see it takes the tier 1 pressure compensator. It's like, what? Why isn't that over there? Anyway, also, we have a lot of fish. This has been the main way we've been surviving, because as I believe I mentioned, I didn't find the floating island. So, yeah, we've been living off of these fishy fishies, and if we were to walk this way, you can see that I have other fishy fishies. Yeah, dangerous fishy fishes. If we go in there, they won't actually attack us, but it's been my experience, if you pick one up and put it outside your base, it's going to attack you and try to kill you. We also have some of these things. I did find some blood vines, which is really, really cool. And, yeah, I just like collecting blood oil. It's kind of awesome. And then I was going this way. My plan was to basically have a bunch of floating big cylindrical tubes just hovering out in the depths with more fishies down below them, but we never got to that point because, of course, as I said, another update has come out and this world is now pretty much obsolete. Lots of doors too. Also, this right here just simply leads us, and we can't look out there, so you can see the big thing. I wanted to just going down 3 and then we go forward another one and come down 3 and so on and so forth, but no dice there. But this will lead us back to our Seamoth, and now you've seen my whole base. Now, I'm not going to end it right there. I want to go ahead and just grab some of them fishy fishies to see if they are still dangerous. So we'll go down this ladder. We can go down 1 more. I think we got to go down 1 more. Yeah, there we go. Fishies, there's a door to them, but we're grabbing the dangerous fishies. So we'll hop into here, and yep, we got our inventory space. I'll grab 1, 2, 3 of you. Hop out here. And by the way, you can see this is where I've been getting all my creep vine stuff because I just planted them there. You can plant them in the bottom and they grow up. Because I didn't find the exterior planters either. Just like I didn't find the Bloody Island. I didn't put too many hours into this one. I put over 24 hours into the previous world. All this is only about 10 hours of mucking about. Alrighty, let's go outside and see if these guys actually do attack us. It's a little bit dark, but we should still have some decent visibility. I think right here will do. And drop, drop, drop. Yep, full-size stalkers. But good news, it doesn't look like they're attacking us. Uh-oh. Well, you did just turn around. Let's see. Are you going to attack us? Have they changed it so now if you raise one in there, it's friendly to you naturally? Maybe that's the case. Maybe they'll get rid of that guy who keeps just spewing out these stupid little balls of pain that sometimes in the past would glitch through the base, and they don't damage the base, but they could damage you inside of it. Yeah, it looks like these guys might be friendly now if you raise them in there, it would appear. That's pretty damn cool, actually. You could build a big defensive border around your base with just thousands of these. Anyway, guys and gals, that's my base. I figured before it goes off to just sit on my hard drive for eternity, never being touched, I should at least show it to you guys. Here I go to start over again, and maybe in the future you'll see another base video from me where I have built another fortress, probably in the same place because I don't like to go far from the starting point, which is right there. Yeah. Anyway, guys and gals, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.